Appreciate what you and your family have done with the Covered Restaurant. My name's Kevin Kane. I'm head of tourism for the City of Memphis, and I'm here tonight for multiple reasons. This is one of my favorite restaurants in the entire world, number one. Number two, I get compliment emails and letters from visitors from all over the world that when they want authentic Memphis, they don't always go to barbecue. No, they want a real family-style Southern meal, and they come right here to the Covered Restaurant.
Yeah, all right.
This is the 25th year that Chuck and his family have been throwing this holiday party for all of us, and I know they're pleased, and we're so pleased that all of you could join us tonight. But this is a special night because this is not just the holiday party. We're here from the City of Memphis to recognize and honor Chuck Cavallo and his family for being a Memphis institution, being great representatives of the City of Memphis, and obviously serving great food. And it's my privilege at this time to introduce the chairman of the Memphis City Council. We all know him and we all love him. He's a progressive, great, forward thinker for our community with a very special proclamation tonight from the city. Please welcome Chairman Berlin Boyd.
Thank you. Thank you, Kevin, for the kind words. I owe you, man. I'll pay you lunch next time here at the Covered. But good evening, everyone, and Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. And it is definitely an honor for me to be here today. You know, this proclamation is a little different because I'm not only doing it for a great person, but I'm doing it for a friend. And so I have really become great friends with the Cavallos, and quite naturally, I eat here almost every day, right, Emily? But I wanted to read this proclamation on behalf of myself and the Memphis City Council. It says, whereas upon occasion, the Memphis City Council approves the naming of specific public roads to honor citizens who have served this community. And whereas Charles Cavallo is an impeccable example of such a citizen deserving of this city's recognition and gratitude. Whereas a native Memphian, Charles Cavallo began his career as an entrepreneur early in life, selling produce on the side of the street in North Memphis during summer breaks from high school. And whereas Charles Cavallo, advancing his career upon opened his own produce company, and in 1992 bought the Covered Restaurant, which has sat at 1495 Union Avenue since 1943, and to which he had become attached after selling produce to the restaurant for many years. And whereas building upon his success, Charles Cavallo in 2000 expanded the Covered Restaurant into its larger current location at 1400 Union Avenue. And the Covered remains a thriving institution in Memphis restaurant scene. And whereas Charles Cavallo, a family man, is now joined in business by his sons Jeremy and Andrew to carry on the family tradition. Now therefore be it resolved by the Memphis City Council that Union Avenue between Cleveland Avenue and Kimbrough Place, South McNeil Street, be dedicated in his honor, Charles Cavallo Avenue. Be it further resolved that the city engineer has requested to affix a suitable marker so designated such public roads, given by my hand and the great seal of the City of Memphis, December the 20th, 2016, Berlin Boyd, Memphis City Councilman, Chairman. And we have a copy of the sign, Charles Cavallo Avenue.
My family for a long time. I greatly appreciate that, all of your kind words. Berlin, Chairman-elect, City Councilman Berlin Boyd. Without your support, I feel very confident saying that this recognition wouldn't have happened so soon. Thank you. Thank you for not only being a councilman, but also being a loyal friend, and I guess a loyal advisor as well, and a loyal Covered patron. Thank you. So, my Covered teammates, you know who you are. I just want to say that I love each and every one of you, and I am truly honored to work alongside of you each and every day. Okay? And I know I can be hard on you at times. But you know what? 99.9% of the time, it's just for one simple reason. It's just you all forget that teamwork makes the dream work. But you know what? I don't mind reminding you of that daily. And speaking of dreams, the person that actually has the dream is my father, Charles Cavallo. Without his dream, without his vision for this restaurant, none of this would be possible. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce my father, Charles Cavallo.
Cheers, y'all. Mr. Chuck Cavallo.
Thank you, Berlin. Thank you, Kevin. A great honor. This is a great honor to me and my family. It's also very humbling to me to have this bestowed on my family. It took a lot of years, it took a lot of work, and it took a lot of people to make this really happen. First thing, it took the customers here. And the customers, you know who you are, I've invited you. But without y'all coming to the cupboard every day, day in and day out, this wouldn't be possible. Not many people know this, but this restaurant at 1400 Union feeds thousands of people every week. Thousands now, think about this. Thousands of people come here every week. And we're grateful to y'all because y'all make this thing go around and make this possible for us to be here. So really, this is an honor for y'all also. So understand me, the customers that are here tonight, this is an honor to y'all. The next thing I want to say is I want to talk about my staff. My staff makes me shine every day. And I know my son gets on them, and I mean, we have some times, but usually they do something that's unbelievable. They make this machine work.
That's right.
This machine is a machine that really puts so much food out of here daily. It's really unbelievable. Thanksgiving time, this past Thanksgiving, I want to tell y'all, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and the Thursday we were open for Thanksgiving, we did more business in 2 days than we used to do in 2 months up the street when we were in our small location. That's how much business we did in 2 days here. My staff is impeccable. Let me tell you something, they are great. And I commend them. I commend them. I guess let me start off too. May, where are you at? Where's May? May, stand up, please. Let me tell you something about this lady that's standing up right here. When I was in the produce business, 15, 16, 17 years old, the cupboard was my first stop every morning at 6 o'clock. I would back my truck in and unload it. And Miss May, she's been at the cupboard 40-something years. Strong, 40-something years. And I'd back my truck in and unload the produce as a 16 or 17, 18-year-old young man. And she said, "Are you hungry?" And she'd feed me breakfast every morning. Little did she know, one day I would be her boss. But she did this for me. She did this for me, and she is like my second mother. I want y'all to understand. She has watched over me and my children, and she has stood beside this cupboard, and she's the reason that the cupboard is successful today also. She is the first lady of the cupboard, I call her. She is it. So I owe her so much, so you need to know that. Thank you, Miss May. Thank you so much for taking care of me. Next thing, I want to thank Kathy and Glenn somewhere around here because they have done for my mother, and so everybody knows, I buried my mother 2 years ago today. My mother loved this Christmas party. It was a fun time in her life. But I need to commend some people. Kathy and Glenn have really did so much for my mother, moved her. Every time she was in the hospital, Kathy would stay with her. So I need to say that they have gone far and above the beyond of Call of Duty. Let me tell you that. Y'all have done it great. Next thing, my wife. My wife, Paige, is just great to me. She brings my coffee to the bed every morning at 5 o'clock. My coffee's waiting on me. She takes care of me impeccable. I love you, dear. I wouldn't do it without you, okay? My children. My children are so special to me. They're just fine, fine young men, and I really love them, and they are now taking over. They are owners now of this establishment. They own part of this cupboard, and they are now starting to make decisions. I let them make some decisions on a daily basis, and I'm so grateful to have them as my boys. Now, I'm not going to keep this long because we're going to get this band started, but the first and foremost important thing, 48 years ago, a man and a woman went to St. Peter's Home for Children, and they adopted a young man that was 5 years old. They groomed him, they supported him, they guided him, they did everything they could to make this man everything that I am today would be without them.
Wow.
And that is my mom and dad. I'm adopted by them, and they are just the greatest thing that I could ever, this is their honor.
Wow.
This is honoring them, my mother and father, for making me who I am. So I just wanted y'all to know there's a whole lot of people that had this to make this possible. Just me, one, two. It's all of these people that I'm talking about. And I probably left a few people out, but I'm sorry. But I'm telling you, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all being here, and thank y'all for y'all's support. Thank you so much.
Y'all give another Temple Dollar.
And let me tell y'all are in for a treat tonight. We have my good friends from the Steeler Band are going to be here, and they're going to show you how to party. So y'all good have a good Christmas party and enjoy yourself. Thank you.
Look who we found. We have found Councilman Boyd of that Memphis City Council. And he did a special proclamation tonight to Mr. Charles Cavallo of the Cupboard Restaurant at 1400 Union Avenue, right here in Memphis, y'all. And Councilman Boyd, can you tell us about that proclamation?
Yeah, actually, it was just a great opportunity and honor to rename a part of Union Avenue after Charles Cavallo. So the council voted unanimously last Tuesday to give Charles Cavallo the honor from Kimbrough all the way down to Cleveland to name this section of Union Avenue Charles Cavallo Avenue.
Wow, that's a long stretch. Well, listen, the people of our community will be happy to hear that because a lot of them come here to eat. And, now we're finding a lot of young mothers that just don't feel like cooking, the real 3-course, 4-course home-cooked meal. They're bringing their kids in so they can get nutrition, proper nutrition. I met a lady the other day, just yesterday, and told me that that's why she was here. She brought her daughter in so that she could get some home-cooked food.
Right.
Yeah, and so I'm with Channel 17, Channel 19, Comcast Cable. We are the CIN community, which is Community Information Network. A lot of people know us as the birthday channel. That's when I say that, so you laugh. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Right.
We're the ones that play that good music, the oldies all through the night. But I'm also with my show, the Emily Pearl Show, and we broadcast online and Blog Talk Radio, and we cover not just local, but national as well as international. So my listeners will be thrilled, but because they hear the Cupboard Restaurant commercial that we play every week. But to actually be able to hear us here live in the place, in the physical place, it's just going to be overwhelming to them. Okay, and you did such a great proclamation. How long did it take you guys to decide on this?
It's just something that took a couple weeks, so it didn't take long. So, it's just something that I've been thinking about for a while, so we finally got it done this month.
Well, listen, we can't thank you enough, and I know that the community would be proud to have councilmen like you who are actually thinking about and recognizing the community and the community service people who actually service people, whether it's restaurants or, boutiques or fashion models, just simple shoe repairmen.
Right.
They're servicing us as citizens because we can't do it.
Right, exactly.
Thank you again.
Well, thank you, and happy holidays to you, and Merry Christmas to your audience.
Thank you so much,
All right.
man. Just one more thing.
Yes.
I ain't gonna let you get off that easy. We're doing this as a documentary to Mr. Charles Cavallo, which he doesn't know right now. Yeah, so it's going to be edited really nice and everything, and we're going to give him the copy for him to share with his family forever.
Okay.
And so for 2017, what would you like to say to Mr. Charles Cavallo?
Well, I mean, you know, Charles, is a great honor to know you. It's grateful to have you as a friend. You keep up the good work, and we look for more prosperity and great things from you in the restaurant in 2017.
Thank you, Councilman Boyd.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
All right. Likewise.
Appreciate what you and your family have done with the covered restaurant.